Notorious anti-Semitic Jew. Yes, an anti-Semite Jew, Norman Finkelfuck, is back in the news. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your sweet Zionist white colonizer. Read the shirt and weep. Buy some merchandise at thetravelingcloud.com. Let's take a look at this clip from Canary Mission.
Jews were so fantastically successful, in particular in the United States, but also with gradations in Israel as well. And they enjoyed such fantastical, secular, earthly success that it's hard for it not to have gone to their heads.
Oh, it's almost like he was on the right track and then he lost it.
That sense of being superior. The chosenness is sort of like another layer, but the foundation is that fantastical success. Jews need a state. It's because they believe that it's more important because it's Jews. They're Jewish supremacists.
That's why this Jewish supremacy language, I think, is very helpful to me now. It doesn't make the arguments go any smoother, I gotta tell you, when I start saying those words. But like, that's what gets to the core of the issue. It's just a belief that everyone else has their own state. This is the rationale, which isn't true. I don't have a state. Where's the Black American country? No, there's like 400 languages spoken in India and they don't all get their own state. Like, what are we talking about? That's like not true. Anyway.
Oh my God. Oh my God. They're perfect for each other, by the way. They complete each other. Oh my God. I think we found a couple made in heaven. What is her name? I've seen her bullshit on Twitter, I think, before. Brianna Joy Gray and Normal Finkelfuck. Oh my God. Can we ship them? You guys remember when the internet back in the day, they used to ship couples? Oh, there we go. Look at that perfect face too. Oh my God. Look at this perfect face of her. Oh, I'm going to screenshot this and put this on screen for the rest of the video so we have it. Brianna Joy Finkelfuck. That's what we'll call it. And we'll switch the gender roles because we're cool and progressive like that. One second. I got to put this picture of her up here for the rest of the video as I do my commentary. Look at this pretty lady. Oh, my God. I mean, she's pretty cute. I'm not going to lie. But let's put her up right here. Look at that. My God. Look at that. What a beautiful couple. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we're talking about supremacy, Jewish supremacy. Can you imagine? There's 7 million Jewish people living in the Middle East, 7 million, and they're all in one place. There used to be 900,000 scattered throughout the Middle East, and they were all ethnically cleansed to one state. And the Arabs, who are supremacists in the Middle East, because these two fucks are too stupid, they know how to focus on one specific thing and nothing else. They literally do not know the history of the Middle East, and they're so racist. Yes, both of them are so racist. They literally cast off all brown people in the Middle East as the same, as Arabs. Want to ask me how I know? Why didn't they bring up Arab supremacy? Why didn't they bring up Arab colonization, which literally every single fucking ethnic group in the Middle East is currently and has suffered from for the last 1,000 years? Why? Because they're literally too stupid. But look at them. They're perfect for each other. Brianna Joy Finkelfuck. Or we could call him Norman Gray. Whatever works. I'm down for both situations. I think that's great. We'll flip the gender roles around. Look, the reality is here, these people, and I would say most American pundits when it comes to talking about Israel, talking about the Jewish people, they see Jewish people in one framework. I will say, the one thing that I will give these people, not credit for, but I'll take away from the Jewish people. We Jewish people in America done an absolute shit job at presenting ourselves. Absolute shit job. And we continuously do a shit job every day. And I combat this every day. I get zero support. Zero support. If anything, I feel like more Jewish people put a roadblock in my way from getting my message out there to help change this narrative than actually helping me uplift my voice. It's very rare that I find Jewish people that are actually willing to help me uplift my voice. I'll say we are our own worst enemy. Absolutely. But it doesn't disqualify these people from being very fucking stupid. And they're very stupid because they do not know the history of the Middle East. They don't understand what goes on in the Middle East. They have no idea where. I just don't understand this idea of supremacy. How in the world can you throw that pin that on Jewish people, historically the most oppressed minority, both in the Middle East, in Europe, wherever they go, the most oppressed group of people ever. How could you possibly put that on Jewish people? Supremacy? Some American Jews, I would say, some Israeli Jews too, have an element of ego, but supremacy? Those are the only ones who I would ever pin some element of supremacy on, and this is a gross generalization that even what I'm about to say, I don't agree with. This is just me trying to connect your stupid dots, so don't take my words for it. I disagree with what I'm about to say. But if we were to make a loose connection to supremacy, it would be the ultra-Orthodox, anti-Zionist Jews that believe you can only go back to Palestine once the Messiah goes back, and they actually believe in Jewish supremacy, and they believe that you as a non-Jew are, not worthy of living with them. But make up such a minority of both Israel and the Jewish community that it's shocking, because those are the Jews that usually you guys uplift because they're anti-Zionist Jews. So your whole fucking thing doesn't make any sense because you're fucking stupid. And that's all I really have to say. If you want to support this couple being a couple, look how beautiful they are. God, Brianna, look at you. You look amazing here. And Norman, you look so happy. The happiest I've ever seen you, buddy. Support this white colonizer so we can keep supremacizing the Middle East with our Zionization. Buy your white colonizer merch down in the description below. TravelingClad.com, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you long time. Goodbye, Clad. If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on the TravelingClad.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat, or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.